Suvi, here we go.
Ah, Pathfinder. It's so wonderful
Everyone
to meet
swoons
you.
over the voice immediately.
I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus Science team.
Welcome to my team. I look forward to working with you.
Back to
Likewise.
Sarah, yes.
I can't wait to get to work. There hasn't been much to do so far, unfortunately. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Helios soil samples. If you want, I'll send you my analysis of the
This
native
cooks
bacteria
you a
and
steak
microfauna.
like
60
Caden.
pages.
That's
And cooks it
a lot
wrong,
of
which is
pages.
cute.
About dirt.
Oh, you don't have to be kind. I know it's barely more than a summary. Anyway,
Oh yeah, doesn't she
I've
eat
waited
random
months to get out there
things?
to
This will
see
be
Helios.
interesting.
It's why I joined the initiative.
I hope there's
The
something
Milky
about
Way
weird
was just a corner of a vast universe,
eating weird
a corner
foods
of a
and
tiny
plants or
corner.
whatever in this.
We're the ones who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
The first time I handled a Prothean artifact, I was hooked.
Yeah, Suvi's
was
not really
so
my type of
alien.
person
I just knew.
for
There's more out there.
a romance.
I want to see all of it.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
Hard
I'm good
option?
with guns and danger. I could teach you and make sure you're okay out there.
That would be
Really?
cute. That would be
Maybe
so
one
cute.
day, when things are more settled. I couldn't imagine a better teacher. Anyway, I've just received
Okay,
some
I just gotta
instructions
say,
from-
if I was the kind of nerdy person who was just on the ship, because I probably would be, who wasn't like going out to do all the fun fighting and stuff, all the heroic stuff, that would be so cute if someone said that to you, like, oh, well, I could teach you, like, I could keep you safe. I'd be like, oh. Hello, Vodka Hangover, welcome in.
the science team, and I really should go over them. Later then. Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself.
I feel like everyone loves Suvi
It's
for the
splendid.
voice and the, like,
I suppose
ginger
it is a rather darkly
hair.
beautiful phenomenon.
Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence
Yes.
behind all creation.
You mean a god?
ASMR voice
Yes,
spot.
I believe in a
Stop.
higher power. I know it's a little odd.
See, this is
But
where
I'm a
I'm like...
scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
Like, I get it, but I
There's something about
don't
coming
really
face to face with
relate to
something wondrous
her.
that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often. As if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
You definitely have an interesting perspective on the interplay between faith and
Is that
science.
a flirt option? That's not
I'd
even
really like to
flirty.
pick your brain on that sometime.
Oh,
Maybe over
okay.
drinks?
There.
Nexus?
I
Just ask her out to
I'd
drinks.
like that. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports.
She's always like, wait, I
We'll
gotta go
talk
do
later.
work, so bye.
I
It's
saw
kind of
pictures
funny.
of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for?
Oh, Ryder, you're
Yeah,
adorable.
she's Scottish.
I know. I'm really glad you volunteered to join our crew, by the way.
I like
I am
you.
too. New galaxy and all. I'm honored to be here.
No, I mean, I think you're cute and I like seeing
Yeah,
you up
she's
here.
so much more
Oh my
awkward than
goodness,
Scott.
Ryder.
Also, the accent. The accent is, I mean,
See?
it's not the only thing, but, okay, I should just go over there to the piloting thing.
Kill me now.
I love
Ryder,
that.
thank you. And so you know, the feeling's mutual.
Yes.
I don't even
mean,
remember if
time
I
passed
flirted
fine.
with
Serious
Suvi.
business. Saving everyone.
I think I did a little bit
The
in the
swelling
beginning.
has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again.
Good. Keep me updated. And remember, cool food and
Oh, this is where she
only,
starts eating
nothing
weird
spicy.
things.
Thank you, Lexi.
Is there something wrong? Did you hurt yourself?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just getting over some inflammation of the soft tissues of the mouth. It was dramatic, but ultimately non-threatening.
I'd be like, right.
What?
Have you ever heard of the lick
I love that
test?
Fahrenheit hates it. Yeah,
Back
me
before
too.
scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition.
You licked a rock, didn't you?
I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously.
Bro.
When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The lick test was a huge part
This
of it.
is like when I put a
He
fish
made
in my
science
mouth.
fun for me. Your mother was
Relatable.
something of a scientist, wasn't she?
She specialized in biotics research. Got her start in medicine.
I read all about her research and your father's. AI and implants. They achieved so much in so little time.
There's a Star Wars character who's
Sam
a
is
rock?
an
What?
astounding achievement. I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me.
This
And then
part's
lived out their
really
lives while I slept.
If you think that means you're
emotional.
alone, you're wrong.
Thank you.
Like, it's kind of dark,
You
that
saying that means the
conversation,
world to me.
how they talk about
I'll
that.
take comfort in the people I've met here.
I would
And
cry.
if you ever need me, I'm here for you too. How are you? Lexi's been monitoring you since you got off the Archon ship, and she says you're fine. But you were dead, and well, I just want to be sure you're all right.
Suvi, I've
At
had
least she
hangovers worse than
cares.
this. At least this time I didn't lose my shoes. Or wake up in a Presidium fountain with a keeper staring down at me.
There's a story I have to hear at some point. The Nexus science team is completely blown away
That
by
was
what you
abrupt.
found in the Remnant City. Back in the Milky Way, did it feel like this when you were out looking for Prothean artifacts?
Are you kidding? This is way better.
I wouldn't have said it, but I'm glad you did. No offense to the Protheans.
They just talk
You know,
about the
The
same
discovery
thing.
of the Angaran origins have made me think hard about creation.
It's
If
like
the Jardan were
more
capable of creating
intellectual.
life, then what does that say about God?
You're wondering if you could be just a scientist?
What if our creator is just like the Jardan, advanced but mortal, fallible?
Even in that scenario, a higher power could still exist.
There could always be something greater.
But it doesn't
greater
seem
than
very
us, greater than the
romantic.
Jardan. I had faith before, and I'll keep having faith.
Oh, sorry, Commando. That sounds right.
Because that's what faith is. Thank you, Ryder. You always know how to make me feel better. It's why you're so great. You just get me.
All she did was listen to you. I feel like that's a pretty low bar. Like, just to have someone to talk to. Like, oh yeah, you get me. It's like, I was just a good listener. Hug! Oh. She hits her
Sarah,
head, passes out.
You gave me a fright. I
would have
expecting
screamed.
you. I must have lost track of time. I was just scanning Jardan prototypes for an interactive model I'm building for the team. Wait. Stand here and I'll show you.
Yeah, she's out of her seat. Welcome in, Zach.
It's not complete yet, but
Wow.
you're looking at the building blocks of life in Helios. This,
I feel like this could have been a
is what I came here to
non-romance
find.
scene.
And I've only just started.
It's beautiful.
Sorry, did you say something?
I said, it's beautiful.
I said,
You
you're
mean
beautiful.
The display.
Oh my god.
Right.
Your insatiable curiosity about the universe.
I knew that was coming.
Your love of science. To be honest, I'm a little jealous.
You don't have to be. We just click on so many things. It feels right and comfortable and safe. Science is my calling.
I don't
and
like
my
any of those
passion,
things.
But you're my home.
She had her eyes open. She
Lock
was
the
like,
door.
what?
I know I said we should go out, but I want to stay here
Locked
forever.
the door. Okay.
I'd love nothing more than to stay here forever with you.
I wish. The team might have something to say about that when they try to get in here. I'll take this moment for as long
All I
as it
can hear
lasts,
is like Catty Bree in this
because
voice.
it's perfect.
Ooh. Okay, confirmed. Suvi kisses with her eyes open. That's canon.
You have such a way with words. I mean, you made me want to go charging into battle.
I don't know
Me.
Fahrenheit.
The science team is keeping me updated on any breakthroughs they make that might help. I know
Hello,
what you
Tater
just went
Tots.
through, and this is going to take more from you.
Yeah, we watched
I need
Vetra right
to know
before
that
this.
you'll be okay. That you're gonna come back.
As long as I have you to come back to.
You know you do.
I wish I had a cute scene like this.
Then I'll be home soon.
Okay. Hello, Milk.
Sarah, I'm getting insane readings from all over the cluster. What you've done here is just amazing.
Put the Omni tool down, Suvi. You can look at that later.
Oh,
Look
people
at
actually
all
get to
this
talk
data.
to their...
The energy spike.
I
from the
can't
Vine
believe he
Genesis
didn't say a
alone
word
are
to me in public.
mind-boggling.
I know I can't compete with your first love, but
Okay, that was kind of cute. I like that a little bit. Who kisses with their eyes open? I do. Relatable. Relatable. One thing I can
I
relate to
thought you were
Suvi.
planning to stay in bed today.
A ghetto can change her mind, can't she? Besides, I remembered I had things to do. Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body.
That sounds exciting.
I know. I can't wait.
Literally. Not
Us
that
helping
clip.
them helping us. Can you imagine what we could accomplish?
She's so... This
getting
is...
all misty
Okay,
just
I have
thinking about
thoughts.
it.
I gotta...
Aw, do you need a hug?
There's people around. A tad embarrassing, no?
Embarrassing.
I'm fine. Just happy. With you, Meridian, everything. I know things won't be perfect, but right now, I almost believe they could. Where to next?
I'll
Oh.
take you anywhere you
And there
want to
she's
go.
back in the pilot
I go where
scene.
the science is, as you know.
Full circle.
Well, lucky you, Dr. Anwar. Science is everywhere.
Lucky me, indeed.
Do I have to be here for this?
I love the Callow parts.
Yeah, it's a tough life, buddy.
Oh my
Just
god.
Go Pathfind.
Just go Pathfind. Get out of here with this romance. Okay. That was kind of cute. I feel like it was... I mean, it's clearly a smaller kind of romance, but that was barely shorter than Vetra's. I feel like it's just not overly... It's not overly romantic. It's more intellectual, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just a little bit different. It's not as much to my taste. Did you like the cow? Yeah, that was hilarious in the Vetra romance. That was hilarious. We had the worst romance and the best romance so far. Wait, who had the worst, in my opinion? Oh, that's a hard question. We need to do a tier list after we've watched all of them. I'm going to have to think about that a little bit more, though. Melix being uncomfortable and in danger. Yeah, come on. Come on. Don't look at the faces. Don't look at the faces. Yeah. You have to look at the faces to see that she kisses with her eyes open, which is pretty cool. Reyes not talking and just nodding and going back to the grind feels very in character. Okay, you're right. He just he looks at you, he winks, and then he turns around. He smirks and he turns around and he's like, I'm heading out. I gotta go. And Ryder's just like, oh my god, there he is. I love that clip. You lost your mind because he did the bare minimum. I know my standards are so high. Let's watch the Lexi romance. No, there is no Lexi romance. Don't lie to me. Why is kissing with the eyes open cool? Because that's how I am. And I feel represented. I feel seen. I kiss with my eyes open too, like 90% of the time. It's just another reason why I'm cursed. But now, I notice it. Anytime a character or someone in a show or anything does it, I notice it immediately because I'm like, that's like me. Ryder wasn't impressed. It was just you. Yeah, well, I was living through it. I was living through it. No, I don't think you can actually romance Lexi Eldrick. I think Fahrenheit's just trolling. So the Suvi romance was cute, but I feel like there wasn't that much to it. And I would have been kind of disappointed if I did that romance. Just because I would have been like, it's just not to my taste really, but also it just didn't I'm like, okay, they got one little cute scene together, but everything else was mostly just talking about her It was literally just like being a good conversationalist with her and like listening to her talk, which isn't a bad thing, obviously, because it makes her feel like seen and heard, and she gets to talk about her ideas and her job, and those are all good things. But it doesn't feel like, I feel like that could have just been a friendship. Aside from where they just made out, I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way? Aside from like that, it felt like it wasn't very romantic, which I know not everybody likes very romantic romances, but there was no spice at all. I know. And you see, they just didn't seem to put a lot into it. My eyes would be closed. I take comfort. Yeah. See, that's what you don't have to worry about. As long as you close your eyes, you don't have to worry about whether the other person has their eyes open or not. Just know that they might. They might. Just open your eyes at some point. You might see them looking at you. I think Drac is the only person on your ship you can't sleep with. We love boundaries. Wait, really? But I got the Drac romance scene at the end. Except they went all in with Jal. Jal's was very spicy. But Jal, see, that's what it feels like, though. It feels like some of these romances were like Jal's romance feels like it was imagined to be like the canon romance. It feels like that romance had so much put into it. And then some of these other ones, they're just to different degrees. They're just not as, and this might be my own personal bias speaking, but they just don't feel as like well loved. The romance itself doesn't feel as well loved as something like the Jal